Hello and welcome to My Dad Didn't Write a Hit, a podcast following the development of the career of singer-songwriter Jennifer Owens, hosted by Jennifer and myself, Guy Gingell, her manager and partner. Jennifer, how are you this week?
I'm okay. You got it right first time. Well done.
I know. It's so wordy, isn't it? Following. Should have thought of something a little bit more simplified, but, I don't like to make things easy, so there we go.
Don't. But no, I'm good. I am good. We have had a really interesting couple of weeks and it's been good fun and yeah, I'm good. How are you, Guy?
Yeah, I'm
We'll
okay.
have the short version, thank you.
I don't know, we've been so busy. So busy. It's good. I love being busy. Good, but yeah.
There was a moment, we sat down the other day, there was a moment and Guy was like, we've still got to record a podcast, and he was like, it just never stops.
Yeah, no, I know. We didn't have time for one last week. Yeah. I think we need to try and find a way to make sure we do it every week. But I was just saying to you a minute ago, it's a real faff setting all of this up. Like, it really. By the time we're ready to record, I'm fuming because it's so fiddly. I've got to get the little mic stands from upstairs. I've got to find a cable that works. It's really irritating.
It's not what it looks like.
It's not that easy at all. No. It takes a lot of time, and we've worked a slightly quicker way out of how to edit it a bit quicker. Yeah. But on the whole, this is a long process doing this. So I hope you're going to listen to more than 5 minutes. But yeah, no, it has been a really hectic couple of weeks. We've made some progress in the new single, which is coming out on August 7th.
We haven't said that yet, so that's exciting. That's good news. August 7th.
Yeah. So that's finished. It's done. Yep. It's mastered.
Sent off.
Yeah. So So that is coming out on August 7th, and
we were finishing that, weren't we? We were kind of
we
felt like we were a little bit against the clock, a little bit, which I guess.
Well, we were against the clock.
I guess we were. Yeah.
I did some studio upgrades. Very boring. I won't go into detail, but
please don't.
There was a very vital piece of equipment that turned up and it wasn't quite right, so I had to send it back.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so we were up against the clock, and the track. We got through it very quickly when we actually recorded it. Not that we rushed it, but it was just it was quite straightforward. Yeah. But there's been an interesting development in that we are going to be working with a PR company for the single coming up, which is really exciting in that they are looking to help boost your press coverage, boost your streams on Spotify, and just generally kind of get you out there more and for more people to know who you are, which is very exciting. And the company are great. I won't mention who they are in case they don't want us to at this stage. I don't know. But they're great. I've been following them for some time, and they're a company that I had in mind for you, but I thought we'd do a bit more work in terms of getting you out there, but fortunately one of the team got in touch with us, which was brilliant, and she loves what you do. And I think what's so great, so we've met the A&R executive, and we have met, and this is like kind of like Google meets, not in person, and we've met the publicist we're going to be working with and the playlisting manager. And I think what's great is they just kind of see what we do, so there's not this kind of like, what you're doing's good, but they kind of see, they can see the potential, your songs, your voice have in terms of reaching people and connecting? Excuse me, my iced cappuccino's going down the wrong way. And I think that's great. So it's very exciting in that I think there will be a good chance of you kind of your profile really kind of having a boost from this. So it'd just be interesting to see where that goes.
The way I kind of described it to my mum is that I think there comes a point where we kind of reach all the doors that we can, and we open all of the opportunities and doors that we can, and then there comes a point where you need somebody else to come in and say, well, I can open this door and I can. I think we've like worked to our limit of the outreach that we can get, and they're coming and they're going to give us a help in what they can reach.
I think it's remembering that we can't do everything, so we're not experts. We're confident in writing and creating good music, and obviously I can kind of guide you through things in regards to being your manager. But I'm not. I'm not an expert in press or playlisting. And
what was really nice about it is that they came to us, didn't they? And it was like the first time that I feel anybody's come to us and there's not been anything they want to change. I think people have come in and had a look and listened. And,
musically,
musically, that's what I mean. Yeah. Well, not even just musically. Like, I guess when we were looking at a couple of labels, they wanted that kind of like cool hip vibe, which wasn't really me.
No.
But actually, it feels like Liberty have come along, and everything that I do and everything that we do and that we are and that I am as a person and as a performer and a singer and a writer, they love, and they just want to like go with that, and that feels like really good and like a real difference to everything that's been before.
So what we need to do quickly is the numbers. So if you haven't heard the podcast before, what we are doing every week is giving a little update on the numbers in terms of Spotify plays, followers on Instagram, that kind of thing. Because if people listen back to this podcast, say it's had some success, we want people to know where the project was, so it wasn't like we are kind of, we're relatively speaking, we're at the kind of the bottom of the ladder in terms of where we want to go. So Spotify, it's gone down a bit. So you have 1,205 monthly listeners. Followers, you have 345.
That's on Spotify,
on Spotify. On Instagram, you have 2,451 followers.
Oh.
On Facebook, you have 17,671 likes. TikTok, you have 13,000 followers. You've now had 494,100 likes on there. It's mad, isn't it?
Good going.
Yeah. And YouTube. So on YouTube, you have 16,300. I looked earlier because I was sending the submission off for the Academy Fund. I think it was something like 16,366. So we just give that every week, so you can kind of see how some platforms stay the same, some go down. Things like TikTok just carry on going mad. But we've also we're learning that the conversion rate in terms of people on TikTok that see you, getting them over to Spotify, it's not a great conversion rate. So if you've seen Jen on TikTok and you know her now because of that, it will really help if you want to go and stream her music. So that is where we're at with the numbers. We've had a bit of feedback in that I think some people want to hear just more about you. Like, I don't want to we find, a lot of the stuff we talk about, in terms of like, how difficult Spotify is, this, that, and the
music
other,
and stuff.
interesting. But not everyone wants to hear about that. I think a lot of people want to hear about more about you and where you come from. Now, I think a great way we can kind of segue into this is that we were watching People Just Do Nothing last night, the new series, which is absolutely
If you haven't seen it,
genius.
go watch it because it's really funny. Like, what did you describe it as earlier? That you like hit the nail on the head? Oh, you said it was like The Office.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's that kind of mockumentary, isn't it? But it's incredibly funny, but there are times when it's almost too sad.
Yeah, and it's like cringes because you're just thinking,
and there are some really sweet little characters in there that are tucked away beneath their kind of, their
it's nice.
exterior
it's
or whatever.
Good.
But yeah, no, it's a great show. But anyway, so it goes in the show we watched last night. That I don't know if you watch it, but the character, so Grinder, he's an MC, and his girlfriend Mish, they are, bless them, they're not the brightest pair, are they? And they've got this, their block, I think they're living in, their tower block of flats they're living in London is being knocked down, isn't it, for redevelopment?
Yeah.
So everyone's having to be housed, and they've got this mentality of like, well, if we just hold out, we'll be given the really kind of, the cream of the crop kind of thing. When clearly, everyone watching can see, well, no, you need to get in there early, and there's going to be more choice, etc. So anyway, they kind of hold out, and then she's on the phone to the council, and she hears that there's actually only places in Essex left, which made my ears prick. I was like, oh, hello. This is going to, it's got to be quite close. And it wasn't just that where the place they had left were in Basildon. It was that they were in Pitsea, which is literally where you come from. So you saw them at the train station.
Yeah, then they went to Pitsea Market. They were like outside Lidl. Is it Lidl? Yeah, Lidl. And then they were like walking. They were on that roundabout that's like just off from Mum's house.
Yeah.
That was just so funny.
Didn't you say she handed a CV into the hairdressers your nan used to go to?
Yeah, she went into, it's called Hair Oasis. I don't think it was called Hair Oasis before. But that's when my nan used to have a haircut, and they loved her in
shop?
there.
She said, was it Pitsea Broadway?
Yeah, it's either I think it's Broadwalk. Pitsea Broadwalk. Yeah. That's it.
Funny, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of painted
funny.
as this really like, I don't know. Yeah. It was like, the funny thing was she was going to her friend, where is it on the the map of the tubes?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh no, it's part, it's beyond there, the end of the line.
And she was like, I didn't know there were other maps.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's good. It's called People Just Do Nothing, and it's on. Was it on Netflix?
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
it'll probably be on iPlayer as well, though, won't it?
It is BBC made, isn't it? But yeah, a lot of people listening probably would have seen it already. But yeah, it's so funny.
Really good.
So I think it would be good to talk about some more kind of experiences from your past, things that have shaped you into the kind of person, artist, singer you are today. And was it a genting club on Southend?
Yeah.
Was it on the front
club.
at Southend?
It's called the Genting Club, I think.
Yeah.
Well, it used to be. I don't know if it still is.
How old were you?
So I was older when I was performing at the Genting Club.
I hope so, because it doesn't sound like
I don't think
sound like a place for children.
I think I was like 16, 17 maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Oh God, yeah. And so what went down at the Genting Club?
It sounds worse than it is. It's just.
And you were singing there?
Yeah, I was singing. It's a big casino, so there's a big like tables and everything, and then there's a big like bar area, and then there's another side of it that I never actually went over into, so I can't tell you what goes on.
Well,
but it's not. I don't think. So I just think it's called the Genting.
It's not like the lap dancing wing of the Genting Club.
No, I don't think it's like that. I don't. Well, if it is, I was very kind of sheltered from it. I don't think it's like that.
Yeah. So I don't think we should mention any names in terms of agents and things. Now, you've told me some stories, of like being involved with agents in Essex when you were a teenager that have absolutely horrified me. I think mostly it's that kind of, taking advantage of you in a kind of financial sense, that agents will receive X and you'll receive nothing, you know. So that, it preying on, you know, ultimately it's preying on young people's ambition to be a singer, you know, and I just think that is unforgivable, inexcusable, and these are people that are old enough to know better. So I don't think we'll mention them, any names. We can save them, you know, we can put them in the locker and, you know, if we ever need them, they're there. Going back to the Genting Club, so was it like a residency there, or was that the place where you sung like a week?
No, that wasn't. That was a different place. So the Genting Club was, I think that was just a couple of like one-off gigs. It started with, there was a girl who was doing a night and she couldn't make it for whatever reason, and I got a phone call and they were like, do you want to come? Not from the Genting Club, from the guy that I was kind of working with at the time.
Well, were you getting paid?
No.
Yeah, okay, so you were just doing stuff for him. So, yeah, anyway.
He rang me and he was like, there's a gig, do you want to do it? And I was like, yeah, okay. So he come and got me and went and did it. And then from then, I think there was probably like maybe 4 or 5 gigs there. And they were just like evenings.
So would it be like late or?
Yeah, there'd be, I think one of them was like Gone Midnight. I was like singing till like Gone Midnight. Because I had to stay at a friend's because I missed the train.
Yeah. Maybe I'm thinking, didn't you do like a week residency?
Yes, I did, yeah. Colours in Basildon. I don't know if it's still called Colours, actually. There's a club above a pub.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, it was called Colours.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still called Colours.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's still there.
Yeah. So this is somewhere where through the agent you sung, was it for how, so tell it. So
it was I think it was Monday to Saturday, I think. Might have been Sunday, but it was between
nights.
between like 5 and 7 nights.
Okay.
And I was on every single night, and I started at, I don't know, like maybe like 10, 11-ish, and then I went till like 1, 2.
With breaks?
Yeah, I think there was like, I don't know, like 3 breaks.
So
maybe, two or three breaks.
Kind of the minimum. So from, you know, including breaks, so from starting your performance to finishing, you're looking at least 11 p.m, say through to 2 a.m.
Yeah, roughly.
But you'd have breaks, but that's still. So would you say you were singing for more than 2 hours
at a time?
No.
In total.
So take away your breaks.
Yeah.
Would you say that your actual kind of performance time was 2 hours?
Yeah, I'm sure it was 2 hours because I remember having to repeat some songs because I didn't have enough.
Yeah. So and so
my poor granddad was picking me up as well.
So how old were you?
I will have been like 17 then. Yeah.
So you were 17. You were singing
in a nightclub, so I wasn't actually allowed to be in the nightclub.
Okay. And the agent that booked you, presumably, I would be amazed if no money was changing hands between the club and the agent.
I don't know.
And tell us, so for those, say 5 to 7 nights that you were singing, what did you get paid?
I got paid. He would give me he would buy me a Subway sandwich when I arrived there.
So each night you get a Subway sandwich.
So when I got
payment.
there, he would give me a Subway sandwich.
Was it a busy club? was it a busy club?
Yeah, I think so.
So
Maybe.
So they're obviously, you know, they're taking money over the bar.
It was ham and cheese.
What's that? Oh, your sandwich. Well, now we're going for the premium artisan Subway.
I'm a mug.
Well, no, absolutely not. You were 17, you know. You know, why should you know any better, you know?
And I do remember as well, my granddad said to me, he did say to me on one of the nights, he was like, I hope you're getting paid for this. And I was like, yeah.
So you lied to your granddad. And this is the arrogance of these agents to think that you're not going to get any older than 17 and get to like 25, 30 and go, that was really wrong. You know, like you've got the whole world at your fingertips through the internet. So you could say, this agent, avoid them. You know, it's so short-sighted on their part, and it's so arrogant to think that you can get away with that, you know. And I could say these people's names. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to get into that. But you know, I if they're listening, if any of them are listening, I strongly suggest you stop preying on people like that. And if you're getting paid, you need to pay these people. And if there's no budget, don't expect anyone to come and sing for free.
Oh dear.
For me, it's as simple as that. You know, if there's a pot to be divvied up, you divvy it up fairly. Anyway, and relax.
But yeah, I don't, like I said just now, I don't like really regret it. And I'm like, oh my God, I never should have done that. Because I just see it all as just like life lessons and character building and, you know.
Yeah, no, I know it's, you know, a lot of the memories probably aren't going to be this, you know, horrendous thing where you were, you know, kind of like massively taken advantage of. But from my point of view, you know, even if I, you know, say if I was managing or if I was an agent, even at 21, I would know that is not fair. That's not how it should go, you know? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, it was always the same sandwich as well. Like, it was never any different. Like, it always had ham and cheese.
Hang on, are we talking 6 inch or
it
foot long?
It was just a 6 inch. It was never a foot long.
Yeah, so yeah.
I can't even remember if there was a drink and a cookie with it. I can't even remember now.
So yeah, agents in Essex doing this, stop it. But yeah, I think when you were younger, you did some kind of talent shows, didn't you?
I was always doing talent shows. There was one in Corringham that the school kind of like hooked me up with, and that was called Teen Idol, I think.
Jen,
what?
I think our Asda delivery is here.
Asda's just got here.
I hold that thought. We'll be back. So
the shopping is away. We were just discussing what we're going to have for dinner with all of our food now.
That's the first online shop we've ever done.
It is, and I liked it.
Yeah, that was quick. We're kind of like
we were always really reluctant throughout the whole lockdown thing. We were always quite reluctant to do it because we were very capable to go out and get shopping, and we just felt we didn't really want to take up slots when we were able to go and do it.
It's a tough one, isn't it? Because then other people would say, "Oh, but you know, you're putting more people."
Yeah, it's true. You know, but we tried it because we've been so busy. I tried it and had a look and picked up a nice Tuesday evening slot.
The guy was really nice as well, wasn't he? He was lovely. So yeah, very impressed with.
Very impressed.
I don't know. Are we allowed to say? I don't know. On radio, they never say like the name of the company.
Oh well, it was the Green Supermarket.
Yeah. But anyway, other supermarkets that aren't green are available. I don't really know where we were before the shopping came. Was that talent shows when you were younger?
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah.
Because creating the video for Deepens with Time, we went through all of your old home movies, which was lovely, really lovely. And it was really nice for me to kind of see, you know, the way you came up, really, you know, and you know, how you developed as a singer, and you know, it was brilliant for you to be out there doing it so much.
Yeah.
You know, you really paid your dues over the years. And there was I think you won quite a lot of talent shows, didn't you? Singing when you were younger.
Yeah.
Didn't you say there was one where, was it two girls saw that you were at the talent show and they were like,
I was telling you about that in the car the other day.
So what happened?
So it was at a like a caravan site.
Was that when you were staying there?
A holiday park.
Family?
Yes. Yeah. And I entered that one competition every year. Not every year, but quite a few years. And I had won it, I think, every year. And, oh God, that sounds awful. And I went in the next year and we were all sitting in the room and like getting ready to do our rehearsals. And these two Irish dancers come over. And I was only like, I don't know, probably like 13 maybe, 12, 13. They came over and they were much older than me. And they were like, we're not going to enter now because we've seen that you're here and there's no point. I remember sitting there thinking, oh my God. I was really sad that these girls felt that they couldn't. These girls felt that they couldn't enter the competition because I was there, and I remember thinking, "Oh, that's really sad."
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. That happened quite a lot.
Yeah,
I always felt really sad that people would like want to be my friend, like especially when it was a competition environment. Everybody would sit around and we'd all be friends and blah blah blah. And then as soon as I got up and sung, nobody wanted to talk to me. And that used to really,
put their nose
really
out of joint,
upset
and it was
me.
like, well, she's going to win, and I know, and like we've spoken about before, you weren't an attention-seeking kind of showy kid. You were confident.
And I think that
singing.
I think that those sort of experiences have actually made me kind of keep what I do and my music and stuff quite
Keep your
close.
cards
Yeah,
closer to your
because
chest.
I don't like to put it out there just in case it annoys anyone.
You don't want to be written off as a person because you'll be
Yeah.
seen as like a stronger competitor
Absolutely,
or something.
absolutely.
Yeah, no, I know. So with the competition, so you used to go on kind of caravan holidays a lot, didn't you, with the family? So would there be a lot of kind of singing competitions?
Well, no, the caravan holidays were one. So we would enter, because me and Mum would enter as well. Mum would sing and I would sing.
Yeah.
She would do like the adult category. And we'd enter the first round, and then we'd win the caravan holidays if we got through to the next round.
Oh, you would win a holiday?
Yeah. So you'd then win the holiday, and then the next round would be on that holiday, and you would do the round on that, and then you'd win the next holiday, and the next round would be on that holiday. So basically our holidays revolved around me and Mum winning them.
Where were the holidays? Were they like...
They were all in Clacton.
So hang on, so you lived in Essex and you won holidays in Essex?
Yeah.
That's nothing wrong. Do you know what?
Yeah. And did you know what? I won a digital camera. Camera.
Oh,
that video where they give it to me and I'm like so excited. I've got this camera and I'm like, oh my god, it's like the most expensive thing I've ever owned.
Yeah.
And yeah, that camera stuck with me.
You still got it, haven't you?
No, I haven't got that one anymore.
You've got another digital
gone.
camera, haven't you?
Yeah, but it's not that one.
Okay.
Yeah. It was good. I won some time. I also won some time in a recording studio. I think I won like an hour or two in a recording studio or something.
Really splashing out.
Got those CDs somewhere. You can hear them if you want.
MySpace.
Yeah, they are on MySpace.
I know.
What else
do you know what? If people search it, they might find it.
Yeah, they would. I don't know.
Jennifer Owens' MySpace. She was singing like songs from Greece and stuff like that. I mean, I'm just going to put it out there. I don't think it was the best studio or engineer in the world,
it was a nice little place.
You can find a... How old do you reckon you were when you did that? 12, 13?
Yeah, probably. Maybe a bit older. 14 maybe.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, but no, the competitions were a big deal for me. I always did competitions.
Did it come from you wanting to do them, or was it kind of more like your mum and your nan saying, come on Jen, do this? Was it a bit of both?
I think it was probably a bit of both. More of nan, probably. Yeah, and Nan and Grandad would always do like the running around and everything. Like they'd take me there and they'd sit outside and
Soccer mom. Mom, I can't pronounce that.
Mum.
Soccer mom.
A soccer mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Nan was always like my biggest fan. Like always there and I did a lot of like theatre productions as well. So I was part of a company. I can't remember what they're called now. Rare Productions. I was part of a company. I was part of that company, and they put on a show every year. That was a lot of money. Grandad paid for that. That was a lot of money.
What you being paid for that?
So you pay. You like pay to be in the show. That's pretty standard, Guy. That's pretty standard. That happens now.
If
you pay to be part of the company.
Okay, if those subscriptions or whatever you want to call them were covering the costs of putting on the show,
and you get like your costume and everything as well.
Yeah, well, okay, well, fair enough.
It does happen all the time.
I guess, I guess the running costs would involve man hours as well.
Yeah.
So okay, I'll take
and
that
then you
one.
put on a show at the end of it, and
I'll take that one. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
for goodness sake.
Yeah.
So I did a lot. I did a lot of performing. I was always performing. I was in a lot of school.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think I mentioned it in an earlier podcast. It's so liberating to just kind of say that you did this stuff now, because I think up until recent there's this real movement now on social media, and I think someone like Daisy May Cooper is a real kind of example of that, of the kind of like warts and all kind of thing, you know. It's like, this is who I am, you know, this is what I've done, this is where I've come from, whereas there was you know, this kind of thing of like, you know, oh, you've always been cool, you know. It's like, you know, Amy Winehouse always sung, you know, jazz music, and Amy Winehouse went to Sylvia Young's.
Yeah.
You know, like, let's be clear on this. Sam Smith has been in pantomimes. You know, like, let's be absolutely kind of clear on that. You know,
you weren't born cool.
You weren't born cool, and it's just, for me, it just kind of, you know, these publications or whatever that, you know, oh, they won't touch you if you know, oh, they were seen doing this. You know, it's almost as if you've broken the law or something.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. People are young. You know, they're going to do stuff like that. Their parents are going to be trying to put on, you know, give them opportunities. You know, they don't know that they should be writing trendy original songs and only playing in, you know, little clubs and stuff. You know, it's ridiculous to think that, you know, you're born kind of singing, you know.
I was in every production. I really was. I was.
Yeah.
Did them all.
And you know what? It's, you know, again, it's contributed to who you are now, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of, you know, I think we've covered some ground there of, you know, where you've come from, and talent shows, caravan parks, you know, Subway
I did
sandwiches.
a lot of singing. Yeah, I did a lot of singing, and even like into my like late teenage years as well. When I was working with those guys, there are a couple of them, and
doing stuff for
those guys.
Hello, if you're listening, those guys. Hello.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't. As I say, I don't regret it, and you know, it makes me who I am.
Yeah. No, I know. It's all character building. You know, I went through some stuff.
There were some rough ones. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
There were some rough times.
Yeah. No, I mean,
there was a time I got paid in onion barges. That was good fun.
Yeah.
Best onion barges I've ever had, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Was that through an agent?
Yeah.
And the restaurant probably took pity on you and gave you onion barges. Is that right?
Probably.
Yeah.
They gave me 2 portions as well, because I ate the first portion. I was like, they were so good. And the guy was like, hang on a minute, I'll get you some more. And he come back out with another basket. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get angry again. Let's leave that one there. So, so I think we don't want to make these things too long, do we? So I think let's leave it there for this week.
We don't.
The new single's coming out August 7th. Sorry that we didn't do a podcast last week. We have been very busy, but you'll kind of see the fruits of our labour soon. So, so we'll leave it there. Go and check Jen out on Spotify. Now, it really helps us, helps Jen rather, if you like all of her songs. We were talking to this about the playlisting guy from the PR company the other day. And he was saying, you know, there's this real kind of like culture on Facebook, Instagram, which isn't on Spotify yet, you know, and it massively helps artists. So if you are listening, it really helps the artist. If you like their song, just give it that little heart, because it really helps in Spotify realising you're an artist that people want to hear, and they'll kind of push you out more. So, follow Jen, like her. You can see her find her on Instagram, Facebook, all those places. Get in touch with any questions. If there's anything you want to kind of hear more about in these podcasts, let us know. And Jen replies to all of her DMs, messages, comments. We'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Don't be paid with a Subway sandwich.
Or not 1, but 2 portions of onion bhaji.
Do you want onion bhaji for dinner?
Have we got them?
Yeah.
Do I have to sing for it?
Yeah.
Nah. No. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, thanks for listening, and we will.
See you next week.
Well, yeah. Until next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.